actual T100 race, like just skip forward, use the bar down below, and just skip to the race, because I'm gonna talk about some other stuff, and then like we're gonna go back and forward talk. So if you want to get to the actual race, just skip to the race.
Come on, Cody!
All right, folks. Well, that's a wrap on Mission Bay. I came in pretty much 2 hours on the nose. Missed the podium by probably about a minute or so. I was chasing my friend Thomas down the whole time, and we were almost dead even on the swim, or the bike and the run, and he just outswims me. So I really don't want to learn how to swim faster, so I don't know how I'm going to beat him. But we are already trying to do the best I can to recover. Had my wife waiting at the finish line with some fuel. I've been messing around with ketones for recovery and making sure I'm going to eat a lot and fuel a lot, and then going to go home. I'm going to get Jetson just went down for a nap. Wife had to dip out pretty quick, but I'm going to run to the hotel room and grab my stuff, and then we're going to load up and go grab some brunch, get some more fuel in me, and then this week is just going to be all about trying to bounce back and recover. Kind of maybe do some videos about kind of what I'm doing each day and kind of how to get my body back for 7 days T100 Vegas. Here we go. All right, great race, a lot of fun, great season with the local tri series. What's going on, dude? What's going on? All right, well, it is Monday after Mission Bay. Honestly, body's feeling pretty good. We're just hanging out today. Mondays, the day after the races, I typically just take off and we hang out, and I do some foam rolling and stretching and just take an easy day. Just drink a lot of water, kind of give my body a chance to just bounce back, and then tomorrow I'll do some really, really easy stuff. Body's feeling, hopefully we just kind of keep rolling through this week, keep getting better, and come Sunday, we're ready to roll. All right. Ooh. All right, so just about to hop on the trainer. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. Yeah, typically for me, like the second day after a race or like a big effort is the worst day. So I'm gonna hop on the trainer here, do an hour, just super easy, spinning out the legs, and then later this afternoon, I'm gonna go for a really easy swim. Same thing, just kind of get the body moving. Pretty much that's it. Like I'm just kind of getting the body moving, make sure that I'm eating and drinking and doing everything I can to kind of keep on recovering. It looks like did get some good news as far as the forecast for Vegas is kind of looking like it's going to be a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. Looks like maybe it's going to be like mid-70s is the high. I was thinking like high 80s, 90s, and that's kind of what it was projected. So that's good news. And it looks like it might actually be a wetsuit swim, which is great for me because I'm not a great swimmer. So we'll keep an eye on the weather, and got to get this swim or a spin done, and then we'll hop in the lake later this afternoon. And all right, it's Friday morning, and I'm loaded up. Truck's loaded up. Got all the gear, all the baby stuff, all the stuff for the weekend. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Just getting on the road, and I'm headed off to Vegas. Honestly, kind of woke up today and it's feeling really good. Legs are feeling pretty good, like feeling surprisingly fresh. Gonna get on the road here. It's gonna take me probably about 5.5, 6 hours to get to Vegas, and then my wife and son, they're hopping on a plane. I'm gonna hopefully be there in time to pick them up at the airport, and then we're gonna go get settled into our Airbnb. I'm gonna hop on the trainer later this afternoon just to spin the legs out and maybe swim. I think the Airbnb has a pool, so maybe just hop in the water and just kind of get in the water and turn my arms over. And tomorrow we will do check-in, maybe catch some of the pro race at the T100. Maybe meet Sam Long and blame him for this whole excursion of me trying to race back-to-back weekends. Yeah, super excited. Long drive, and well, not too bad. 6 hours, whatever. Is what it is. Vegas isn't too far away, but we're on our way. Alrighty, well, we just got to the house, getting all set up, dialed in. Drove around the strip for a little bit, picked up my wife at the airport, and drove around the strip, checked it out for a little bit because we had time to kill before we could check into the Airbnb. Just got checked in, getting the trainer set up here. Gonna do a quick 30-minute spin and just get the legs turning over, and then have some dinner, call it a night. Tomorrow we're gonna get checked in for the race and get this thing going. Pretty cool Airbnb here. Got a fun little graffiti wall, little pool. I probably not gonna do any swimming today, but it is what it is, you know. And yeah, man, feeling good. Legs are feeling pretty good. Feeling excited. It's good to finally start this thing rolling. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so it is Saturday. We just got back from gear check-in, and everything went good. It was actually super well organized. I was very surprised, for a first-time event and race, and being as new as it is, everything was super well run, really smooth. Feeling pretty good today. Got my bike dropped off, and then tomorrow set up the rest of your transition area. But yeah, everything was pretty dialed in. So got a pretty sweet little gear bag here. Gonna kind of get all set up, figure out what I actually need to pack for tomorrow, and figure out basically everything I need to take tomorrow morning so I can wake up, roll out the door, and get ready to it. So we're just last little bits, just getting dialed in, and tomorrow's race day. Let's go. People, it's race morning. Got my transition area all dialed in, and I just walked over to the swim start. Just kind of been hanging out. It's been shockingly smooth, shockingly quiet. It's I don't know if I just got here early or what, but it's it's been
1, 2.
Been super calm. Everything's super organized.
Well, good morning, Lake Las Vegas. What a beautiful day we have for racing the kayak.
Flying now.
Cody Fire. Welcome in, Cody. Another Tom Mitchell. Las Vegas Triathlon. Amelia Benitez.
Well, people, that's it. Just finished up T100 and 5 hours, 3 minutes, I think is my finish time. I'm gonna get loaded up here, and I'll do more of a, I gotta decompress a little bit, go get some food, and I'll do a little deep dive and review about the race. But man, this is, just off the top, this is by far the hardest course triathlon I've ever done. The course was absolutely brutal. The run course was heinous, tons of elevation. You're super exposed in the sun. It wasn't overly hot, but it definitely wasn't cold. I mean, man, couldn't have done anything better. It's a great day. We're gonna talk about it later, but we're just gotta head back to my truck and get some food in me and call it a day, people. Thanks for joining. We'll do it back later. All right, well, it's day after T100. Just getting on the road, headed back down to San Diego, and had some time to decompress and kind of talk a little bit about the race. Overall, man, I was super impressed with the T100 event. It was a really, really well done event. I was really impressed. The whole thing had a very kind of just special kind of boutique feel to it. With the smaller field sizes, it seemed like they were really able to focus on the athletes and taking care of the athletes and things like that. But going into the water, it was your staggered starts. You were jumping off the little dock into the water. Worked out well. Water was really nice temperature. I was really glad it was a wetsuit swim. I just wasn't looking forward to a non-wetsuit swim because I'm not a strong swimmer. So really good about that. And I wanted to come out of the water in 40 minutes. I was kind of I know my swim pace. 40 minutes, I'm good if I come out of the water in 40 minutes. And I came out of the water, according to my watch, in 39:59, and according to the official time was 40 minutes and 3 seconds. So I was on the nose with 40 minutes. So I came out of the water, I was really happy. The transition, there was a pretty good run from the swim exit to actual transition. I think it was about a quarter mile or so. It was a decent little run, jog along a cart path on a golf course. So you get to transition, got on the bike, transition area was I had one of the best spots in the transition area. It was directly at swim in and bike in. My rack was right there, which was great. And then my row just went straight down into the bike out and run out, which was perfect. So got on the course, and my whole idea, I kind of had a plan just set out to really manage my pace on the first lap, because I didn't know, obviously I knew there was going to be a ton of elevation, but I just didn't know what it was going to feel like, how my legs were going to feel after racing a week before. So I kind of had a cap on how much I was going to, basically what kind of power I wanted to put out that first lap. Immediately, you come out of T1 and you're just immediately climbing. Most of them were just short, punchy climbs. You kind of make just these really short, punchy climbs, and then you're coming downhill super fast. You make kind of a right-hand corner on the pro section, and then there was this kind of false flat climb where you were going for a good bit of the lap. That was just kind of this long, false flat where you were just going uphill, and that's where aid station was. You make a turn, and then you were coming all the way back down that false flat, making really good time. But yeah, got done with the first lap, and legs felt so-so. Honestly, it didn't feel amazing, but I looked and I did a 41-minute time, and I was okay, that kind of felt manageable for me. So I just said, let's see if I can just keep these laps at 40 minutes, and pretty much kept my lap time about 40 minutes on the the very last lap, the lights started to dim. I was a bit worried, like the fatigue from racing the week before was starting to set in. I was kind of struggling in the last lap and was very worried about what the run was going to look like for me. So came in, got changed over, put some socks on really quick, got out T2, and then basically it just became like I knew there was going to be a ton of elevation on the bike course, and I just needed to kind of manage my pace. And shockingly, as bad as my legs felt at the end of the bike, they started to almost kind of feel a bit. They actually, for the first 2 laps of the run, honestly kind of came around to me. Like, I was a bit surprised at how comfortable I was running the pace that I was running, which was like the run course started out with just this brutal climb. They were super steep. Again, it was a little bit different course than the pros, so we did the first climb was the same as the pros, but they turned right and kind of went a different direction. At the top of the climb, we actually went left and kept climbing, and that was how the lap started. But was really comfortable running a really good pace, and there was almost 0 flat sections on the run course. Like, it was either up or down. And there was some parts of it where like it would do like incredibly steep, punchy little climbs on the run course, and then you'd be coming back downhill, and the downhills were like too steep to be like productive. Like, I was genuinely worried I was gonna like tear a quad because they was so steep at some points that I was just trying to slow myself down. And then got to the 3rd lap of the run, and that's where I kind of really started to struggle. That's where the heat started setting in. I was doing my best to kind of manage heat and make sure I was taking on a lot of water and just getting water on me. But the last lap is where I started to really feel the heat a lot. And like my legs, it was just getting heavier and heavier and heavier. But came around, and I still was kind of clicking off a decent pace, like 8:30 per mile pace for that. For me, I was really happy with, and that's, realistically, like my half Ironman like pace is, like not much fat. It's 8:10s. So, for as steep as these climbs were, I wasn't that far off from just a flat half marathon pace. With fresh legs, or with not racing the week before anyway. Like kind of just the last bit of the run was really struggling. Like, it was one thing that I was very proud about is I have never walked on a race course ever, and the last lap of the run course was starting to look like it was just Walking Dead. Like, people were just walking everywhere, and for whatever it was worth, I refused to walk up any of the hills or any part of that course. I was going to keep running, and that's really what just kept me moving. Is just my absolute refusal to walk. I've never done it. I've never walked on a race course, and I wasn't going to start yesterday. So I was a bit proud of that, just being able to like just keep the legs turning over, because I knew if I started walking, it wasn't gonna get any easier. So started walking. Didn't walk on the run course, kept the legs going. And then, like the last little stretch, you do this fun little kind of stretch where there was a lot of sections where towards the last bit of the lap is, I thought it would be flat, and it wasn't. You were still going through a bunch of climbs. And came across the finish line at 5 hours and 3 minutes. I figured anywhere close to 5 hours was going to be a good time for me. I don't know. I couldn't have really done anything else. Like, that was as fast as I was going to go yesterday. That was as much as my legs had in them. My swim was good. Transitions were good. I fueled right. So I was super proud. Like, I came across the finish line in a lot of pain and hurting a ton, but was really proud of the finish. Like, it's a ton of fun. I want to say that's a ton of fun. Like, it was a super challenging race. I was super happy to race back-to-back weekends like this and still feel like I really did like put in some good results and have good efforts. And didn't just blow up in my face. So that's that, guys. If you've made it this far in the video, appreciate it. Like, that's awesome. Appreciate you guys following along at this journey that I've been on with this kind of doubleheader race week. And if you're thinking about T100s, I'm going to do a little video later of really diving into like what I thought about the event as a whole comparatively to like an Ironman event, and just like not so much my race specifically, but like T100 as a whole. So I'll do that one later. But what do I got? Indian Wells in December. That's my next race, and then we're going to call it a day on the year. Obviously it's December, but we're going to call it and take a break for a while and kind of reevaluate what next year looks like. But thanks for joining. Thanks for following along. It's a great race. If you guys have a chance to do one of these, I'd say do it, man. I got 6 hours of sitting in the car and getting more and more sore as the day goes on, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.